The truth about tinnitus habituation. I've made a tinnitus habituation video before. I'll link that in the description if you want to watch that. The truth about tinnitus habituation is, from the statistics that I read, is, and doctors have told me this, they said that the success rate is about 98%. So 98% of people get tinnitus will habituate with no problems. That is incredible. That in the diagnosis world, if a cure has 98%, it's basically cured. It's essentially cured. But what about the 2%? I work with a lot of people, and when I tell them that, they say, what if I'm the 2% that doesn't habituate? And everyone thinks that. I thought that when I heard this stat. I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to be the 2%. And everyone thinks that, right? We always overestimate bad news or news that we don't want to happen. We underestimate the good that can happen. And you know what? Wouldn't you know that all of those people who thought they were going to be the 2% ended up being the 98%. They went on with their life and they're living life, and it's no big deal. So I really try and reassure people that, I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't worry about that, not about it happening like that, because there are things you can do that puts you in the 98% bracket, which is what I want to talk about in this video. So make sure to watch it all the way to the end. And if you want to book a session with me, just click the link below. I would love to mentor you and help you get back your silence. But the thing is that people who are in the 98%, there's things you can do to basically guarantee you habituation. And I talk about this in other videos and in training with me. I basically pretty much try and guarantee you're going to be in the 98% that habituate, with allowing yourself to get out of the way so that your mind can just do what it naturally does and habituate. Your mind has everything there is to heal you and cure you and put this tinnitus in the past. It's just they end up being their own worst enemy. They end up creating the reality that they're trying to escape, which is they want to be relieved of tinnitus suffering. They don't want to notice it anymore. They want to be in silence. But what they do is all of the wrong things that hinder the habituation process from happening. And these things are focusing on tinnitus, doom reading tinnitus forums, putting a lot of bad negative information in their heads, getting in these echo chambers and seeing negative comments and just being like, yeah, that's true, and this person doesn't really know what they're talking about, and habituation, blah blah. And I read this stuff and I'm just thinking to myself, you guys are creating the hell that you're trying to escape, man. And tinnitus sufferers, some of them can be some of the most toxic people I've ever met. People who are trapped in the tinnitus loop, they don't want help. A lot of them don't want help. They don't understand what it is that the cure and how to step it out. And because of that, they become the 2%. It doesn't happen overnight, becoming someone who doesn't habituate. It's a gradual process. And it's every day they choose to make tinnitus the center of their world. And wouldn't you know that it's so ironic, because they're trying to escape it. They're trying to get rid of it. And they make it their life about it. They put their life on hold. They avoid silence. They avoid triggers. They avoid sound. They talk about it all the time. They always bring it up in conversation. They literally make their entire identity around it. They doom scroll. They comment all the time. They literally wake up and they listen to it. They just can't seem to let it go. And because of that, those are the people that end up being the 2% that don't habituate. So I want to be very honest about this. It's a very small group of people that don't habituate, and they do all of the wrong things. They resist help. These are not the kind of people that come and work with me. These are people who would never work with me that we would never book a session to come work with me. These people don't believe that anyone can help them. They believe that they're doomed. They believe their mind. They don't know how to practice observing their thoughts. They believe every single thing that their brain tells them. And so they are unable to detach from their ego mind and observe it as not them. Because of that, when their mind says they're going to suffer forever, they just believe it willy-nilly, and they're unable to challenge that thought. They're unable to take that thought captive. And so after they do this for months and years, their identity becomes, I'm a tinnitus sufferer. I've told so many people I have it. Their identity becomes their suffering. And they have unknowingly created their own hell that they could leave at any minute. They could walk out of the suffering. Someone that's stuck in that loop after 10 years, they could habituate. The door is always there for habituation. It's just that when they've lived in that for so long, and they've made a lifestyle around monitoring their tinnitus and making their life about tinnitus, it's not that they can't habituate, it's just that they won't. They don't believe that it's possible. And so they stay in tinnitus and bothersome tinnitus. But the thing is that you watching this, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that because it's a long process, and it's a willful process, and it doesn't have to be that way. Like, there's help there. There's hope there. Like, you don't have to go that route. You can be the 98%. You can do the right things. You can set the stage and habituate just fine. And that's why I make these videos, because I urge people. I'm trying to convince people to walk out of hell. I'm like, here's the door. Please walk out of it. I want you to walk out of it. I want you to get better. I'm here to help you. Please help me help you. Okay? And that's really, the hardest part is sometimes convincing people that there is hope. It's like, I have to convince people to leave hell, ironically. And that is the truth, is that you're going to habituate just fine, probably. The numbers back it up. But have a little faith, okay? Learn to observe your thoughts. Learn to practice meditation. Fill your mind with positive stuff. Get on a mentorship call with me so that I can help you. We can set the stage for habituation, and you're going to go on and be just fine in life. I know it. I believe it. So anyway, if this video helps, make sure to share it with someone. Comment below. Subscribe. It helps the algorithm get these videos to people, and it takes really quick. But until next time, I'll talk to you later. Peace.